Hey guys, Tony here, and in this video, I can't wait to share this amazing home theater tour with you today. This one is a special one for me as it belongs to one of my subscribers and members of my Discord server, and we all had the pleasure of watching the room unfold in real time from start to finish. If you'd like to join in the fun, I'll have links to my Discord server down in the description. The room belongs to Matt, and I'd like to thank him for having me over to visit the grand opening of his room, and for managing to finish everything off before my visit. We are also going to hear from Matt throughout the video, so now would be a great time to hit the like and subscribe buttons. It really helps me out when you do, but let's get into the tour. So guys, a quick overview of the room before we get into the tour. Matt has been waiting many years for the right time to build his home theater, and unlike many of us, he was prepared to wait until he found the right house so that he could do it right from the beginning.
And I did that by engaging with a local builder to come in and completely gut this room, which was once the second master bedroom in my house. After we completely gut it, we put up a whisper clip soundproofing system, and on top of the whisper clips, we put hat channels. Once that was all set up, we pre-wired the room for a 9.3.6 configuration. And once that was all done, we got in the layers of sheetrock. We sheeted up, and it was 2 layers of 16mm fire check. These things were heavy. And in between those 2 layers, we actually put a compound called green glue. Really helps with the dampening sound, as well as helping keep bass within the room. So from there, once that was done, we built the riser, and we built the front speaker wall where the alcove where the speakers were going. And with the riser and the front speaker wall, we packed that with insulation. We actually put about 320mm holes within the riser to act like a big bass trap. Once that was done, we painted the room, then we fitted the speakers, fitted the screen, and then came in with the carpet, and we did the rest of the decor, like the chairs and such like that. I'm really happy with the way it turned out.
So the dimensions of the room are 6 meters long by 3.8 meters wide and 2.4 meters high, with a riser at the back which is 40 centimeters high and 2.8 meters in depth, which was created to house his 2 rows of seating. The walls are finished in domino, which is a matte finish paint which really minimizes light reflections. As so much of the work was put into keeping the sound from leaking out, Matt was not going to neglect the inside of the room and handmade 8 acoustic absorption movie poster panels. He actually got inspiration from a video that I made a while back. However, I will link you to a video from Two Guys Tech which made a similar video, so if you're interested in checking out how to make these panels for yourself, it's down in the description. These movie poster acoustic panels were handmade and designed by Matt, where he desaturated the images, leaving only a small amount of colour, and that really adds something to the overall look of the room. Matt chose scenes from some of his favourite movies, and I think you'll agree the result is fantastic. Next we moved to the lighting, and Matt decided to go with Philips Hue for all of the wall sconces, as well as LED strip lighting around the perimeter of the room, which sits inside a special moulding that Matt created during construction by rotating a piece of MDF. These Hue lights are an integral part of creating an amazing ambience in the room, and I'll be helping Matt to automate the lighting with his pause and play functions on the Harmony remote in the near future.
I chose the Manhattan seating, in particular the Brooklyn Pro line. The reason I did that is I absolutely love the look of them. The dimensions of the chairs were such that they weren't big and bulky, and I didn't want that because I didn't want the room to feel small, so they really suited the room. They come with some really cool features. Obviously the recline and the motorized headrest was really important to me, but things like, chiller cups, there's a massage feature in the main chair that I got, which was really cool, and one of the features that my girls love is heated seats. So it's winter right now, coming in, putting the heated seats on, watching a movie is really cool. I'm super happy with them. So the JVC NX7 Projector. The goal was, with everything else I'd done with the room, the Krix Speakers, the decor, I wanted to make sure that the picture on screen, the immersion of it, matched the rest of the cinema, matched the sound. So after doing a bunch of research, all the positive comments online about the JVC, a huge number of different features, including great contrast ratios, black levels, even how quiet it is. What really sold me though, is when I went and had a demo of it, it looked like an OLED was up on the wall. And I was like, blown away. That was the projector, that was the moment, and I'm so happy I got it for my room. The Krix Speakers. Well, Tony, I'm blaming you. One of the first things I did was, in the planning phase, was consume content, stuff on YouTube, and one of the first videos I saw was your review of your Krix speakers and your wall of sound. And from that, I fell in love with Krix. I went and did a demo, and I engaged a local supplier, Shane from In Touch Electronics, and went and did a demo at his premises, and oh man, I was blown away by these speakers. So I ended up choosing the MX-20 wall of sound, and the surround speakers are all Phonix 45s. And the reason I chose the Phonix 45s was I was on your Discord, Tony, and engaged with a super knowledgeable and helpful man of the name of Michael, who actually works for Krix. And I came across the Phonix 45s, and I had this image in my head of these speakers all mounted around my room and on the ceiling, all pointed at the main listening position. And that was just an image in my head and a goal that I set myself. I'm like, that is so cool, and I'd love to achieve that from my room. And mate, fast forward and all done, I'm super happy, and I believe I've achieved that goal, which is great.
For the front soundstage, we have the Krix MX-20, including 2 spacer panels to take the left and right speakers out a little wider. The LCR are an identical cabinet with 10-inch woofers with a 1-inch doped fabric dome tweeter coupled with a proprietary Krix waveguide, which is designed to give a great off-axis response to all the seats in the cinema. They are a sensitive speaker producing 97 decibels for 2.83 volts at 1 meter going into 8 ohms. Inside the LCR, we have the spacer cabinets, which are the same dimension as the LCR speaker, however are filled with an acoustic absorbent material and have openings on the front to absorb incoming sounds. The subwoofers have a 15-inch driver and produce a great tactile response in Matt's room at the seated position. They produce 96 decibels for 2.83 volts at 1 meter going into 8 ohms. There is also an option at the back of Matt's room to add a third subwoofer if needed. However, after the testing we did, there is a great bass response in the room at the main listening position, so it could be something for potential upgrade down the track if he wants some more bass. My friend Leo, who also has his very own room tour on the channel and is part of the Build Montage family, also lives nearby, and Matt invited him to come over as well, and being a genius with the MINIDSP, once everything was set up, helped to calibrate the subs, and the result was fantastic. If you'd like to see the tour I did of Leo's room, I'll have a card up above for you to check out after this video. Now, part of Matt's vision was sitting in the King's chair and to be enveloped in the sound, and that's where the Phonix 45s come in. These speakers are an extremely versatile speaker designed to work from any angle and can be mounted vertically and horizontally, and also at an angle, which is how Matt has his mounted. And he has 2 for his front wides, which bridge the space between the LCR and the surrounds, which are also Phonix 45 mounted flat to the wall, and the surround backs, which are angled towards the main listening position. After hearing this system personally, I can tell you that it creates a sound field around you so that you feel like you're in the middle of the action. The system was installed by Shane from In Touch Electronics, and I'll have links to Shane's website in the description below. And while you're down there, make sure you smash the like button for me as well.
The Anthem processor was really about timing and the decision I made on my speaker configuration. When I decided to go front wides, which actually happened within a conversation on the Discord with Michael from Krix about, how they really help envelop a sound stage. Going from those front speakers, and as the sound travels, really feeling that immersive surround sound. And once I heard the explanation and did a bit of research, I fell in love with that configuration. And there's not many receivers out there that do 15 channels. And it just so happened that Anthem had released the AVM70. I looked into it, Anthem had a number of great reviews, so I decided to go down that road with the processor.
The Anthem processor is calibrated using Arc Genesis, and I will say that we all had a little bit too much fun at the end of the day when Shane was running the calibrations. I've had my own experiences with Anthem and Arc, and I'm pleased to say that this calibration, apart from a small hiccup at the beginning, went very well, and after Shane worked his magic with level matching and also getting the speaker distances with a laser measure, it was time to test. But let's take a look at what is powering this setup first. We have 3 Krix badged Elektra Theatre HD2 power amplifiers. These are a very high quality, low distortion power amplifier that I've also had the privilege of reviewing, and I believe it was actually after seeing my review on these amps that Matt decided to go with them. We have a 3 channel for the LCR, a 5 and a 7 channel to power the 12 Phonix 45 speakers. This worked out to be the most economical, as the Elektras only come with a maximum of 7 channels. Again, it's a very high quality, low distortion amplifier producing 190 watts of peak power. They sound great and produce a very clean sound. For the subwoofers, Matt went with a power amplifier provided by Bose. We also have the Xbox Series X to play back physical media, a PS5 and a PS4 for gaming, as well as an Apple TV 4K for streaming content. Now that you've seen the room, let's play a couple of demos so you can get a feel for it for yourself. As a bonus to the room tour, we will also take a quick look at Matt's man cave filled with comic books, Lego and other memorabilia. This was Matt's oasis for gaming and watching movies before he had approval to build his dedicated room, and you can see Matt's passion for movies and comics and gaming, so it's easy to understand how this passion translated into building his very own dedicated home theatre.
So after everything, what was I most surprised by? Was actually the feel of the room, the feel that it walking into this mini cinema, and just the feeling I get sitting down and having a look at it. I really kind of get transported, and it's something that not only has met my expectations but exceeded it massively. I'm so happy with it.
So guys, what did you think of Matt's incredible home theatre? Drop a comment down below, as well as smashing that like button for me to show your support. I think that Matt has done an absolutely incredible job with his vision for this room, and it's something that he should be truly proud of, and something for him and his family to enjoy for many years to come. I'll have links in the description to pretty much everything shown in this video, so why not check them out down below if you're interested. As mentioned, I do have a Discord server for the channel, so if you'd like to connect with other like-minded home theatre enthusiasts, why not click the link? It's free to join, have a chat, share ideas, photos and friendly banter. I've got plenty more content coming, so if you're not already, consider subscribing to the channel. And again, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and also for Matt for allowing me into his home to experience this incredible home theatre. Anyway guys, that's it for this one. You'll catch me in the next one. Bye for now.